Hey everyone, Kyle here from Poseidon's Pets. So today what I got for you is I'm doing a massive cull on my blue bolt tank. So my blue bolts have some Mosura genes in them, which Mosura pattern for blue bolts is where they have that black head with the bluish body. So that's not something that I want in this particular colony. Now I'm definitely going to save those genetics for another tank so that way I can selectively breed that Mosura pattern later. But for right now, we want to make sure that we get those guys out, get them into the cull tank, so that way they're not muddling up my blue bolt genetics, because for this tank we're going for more of that blue bolt extreme color, so we're going to be culling out more of the golden bee tail side to where it's more of that white golden yellow tail, as well as the black Mosura head spot. So we don't want that head spot on there. Just for this tank in particular, for your tank, you may like that gene and you want to specifically go for that trait. So by pulling these guys out, by taking them out of the gene pool, we're going to ensure that we can hopefully get more of that Mosura pattern out of there, and we can focus more on that extreme blue bolt look. So once I have removed all of those Mosura patterns, I'll be able to focus more on that deep blue color, which I'm super excited for. I recently purchased more shrimp from Shelly over at Lucky Aquatics. So go ahead and check out that video if you want to see the 10 new blue bolts that I got. I'll leave a card above, but that's more of the color we're going for. So this tank is more of a low grade blue bolt tank. So with that being said, what most of these shrimp are is they have that blue head and then the white or golden tail. So for more of your extreme colors, we're looking more for that all blue. You want all blue on the head, all blue on the tail, and then of course down to the legs as well. So right now we've got basically that lower grade blue bolt, and we just want to make sure that we can improve those genetics there. Now that we got most of these guys out, you guys can take a good look at them. So you see that we've got a few that have just a couple black spots on them, but I've got one really good blue Mosura in there to where it's that deep white tail and then that super dark blue, dark black head. So these are the genes that I'm talking about that I wanted to pull out, because it's only going to cause a difference in the shrimp quality that I have later on, and it's not the direction I want to take with this tank. So we're going to pull these guys out and we're going to throw them in the cull tank so that way they can live their lives, and when I'm ready to set up a Mosura tank, I will have this line to do so. So we're gonna go ahead and get these guys dripping into our cull tank, which cull tank is doing absolutely amazing now. All the shrimp in there are happy, healthy. I recently culled out 50 or so tangerine tigers and put them in here, and you can see I've got some other blue bolts as well. So just gonna get these guys dripping for a few hours or so just to make sure that their transition goes smoothly. Go ahead and use some movie magic and fast forward to a couple hours from now, and this is my absolute favorite scene, just dropping all the shrimp into the tank, watching them all float down. Is I know I always say it every time, but my absolute favorite scene. I love to see them just scurry down into their tank and be happy. But I'm definitely excited for this tank, and I'm excited to get some of those genes out of there, because I really want to focus on more of that blue bolt extreme color like I was talking about. So having that Mosura pattern in there, having those more yellow colors in there is just going to muddle up those genes, and it's not the direction we want. It's not the direction I want to go for. So letting them live out their life in the cull tank is definitely the best course of action for them, and I'm excited to have more of these guys in the cull tank, because as they start to breed in here, we're going to get some interesting combinations of colors, because I've got some crystal blacks, some crystal reds, as well as blue bolts, tangerine tigers. You could even see that tangerine tiger up in the front there. It's almost like a red tiger. It's got those red tiger stripes instead of the black stripes like most traditional tangerine tigers do. Got some raccoon shrimp in here, and it's just going to be a cool little experiment tank to see what we get out of this cull tank. I won't even know who's breeding with who. It's just going to be a kind of shot in the dark to find out, like, how did I make this shrimp? Okay, I've got all these different shrimp in this tank. Now, how did that baby come apart? So I'm excited for the coal tank, but definitely excited for the blue bolts and their tank to get some of those Mosura genes out of there. And we'll see as time goes on if, you know, it's a recessive trait, because it may be something that is in their gene pool already that I can't really cull out. It's just going to show up from time to time. So we'll have to keep an eye on it and see, because once you crossbreed shrimp and you have their genetics mixed together, it's hard to determine what they really are, because a lot of these tangerine tigers in here have been crossed with blue auras. You just wouldn't know it. So it's hard to tell what a shrimp's genetics are until you really see its offspring and what comes out of its babies. But I definitely appreciate all of you guys for, you know, checking out my channel and just listening to me talk about shrimp, because I can sit here and create content. I can do all this stuff, but if nobody's sitting there watching it, it doesn't mean anything. So you guys are amazing. I definitely appreciate every single one of you. As my dogs interrupt my voiceover. Now, if you guys liked this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. You know, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video. I definitely appreciate it. And if it's your first time checking out my channel, hit the subscribe button, click the bell. That way you're notified of all my future content. And that way you're not left searching for content as I create it. So you'll be able to see all the future updates I do on this tank and all my other tanks. I release a new video at 6 a.m. on Thursday, as well as I live stream Wednesdays at 10 a.m. So stop by, say hi. But thank you guys so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Bye, 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 bye.